Title: Job Ghosting: How to Spot Unexpected Scams. Have you ever been so excited about a job opportunity that you started imagining your first paycheck? Maybe you even told your friends and family. The job seemed perfect, good pay, flexible hours, friendly HR emails, and even the company's website looked real. Now imagine this. You applied. They replied quickly. No long interviews, just a quick welcome aboard message. You're happy, hopeful, relieved. Then, silence. No email, no call, no job. That's called job ghosting. And sadly, it's more than just rude, it's often a scam. What is job ghosting? Job ghosting can mean two things. In the hiring world, it's when a company suddenly stops replying to a candidate after an interview or job offer. But there's a darker side when scammers pose as real companies, post fake job ads, and disappear after getting what they want from you. This version of ghosting is dangerous. It's growing, and it's global. Scammers target people who are looking for work, people who are hopeful, anxious, maybe even desperate. They know how to push emotional buttons. They promise great benefits and quick hiring. Then, they ask for something small, maybe a processing fee, your bank details, or copies of your ID. And then, poof, they're gone. A global scam problem. This isn't just happening in one country. People are being scammed in Nigeria, the United States, India, South Africa, the Philippines, the UK, everywhere. Technology makes it easy for these fraudsters to look professional. A simple job ad on LinkedIn or Facebook can lead thousands to click, hopeful they've found their next big thing. Young graduates fresh out of school, mothers looking for remote work, freelancers trying to land a gig, even professionals with years of experience. No one is completely safe from being targeted. In fact, the smarter you are, the more confident you feel, the easier it is to believe you'd never fall for something like that. But these scammers are smart too. They study real job ads, use stolen company logos, and create fake HR personas that sound trustworthy. The emotional trap. Let's be honest. Most of us have felt stuck at some point. We've sent out dozens of applications and heard nothing back. So when someone finally responds, we feel excited, maybe even a little emotional. And that's exactly what scammers are counting on. They don't rush, they build trust. They send polite emails. They ask questions like, when can you start? They might even conduct a fake interview. Then, they'll say something like, we just need a small deposit to send your onboarding materials. Please pay for your work ID or training software. This confirms your spot. And you, like many others, think, well, it's just a small amount and it's a job, right? By the time you realize it's a scam, the number's disconnected. The email bounces. The website is gone. You feel embarrassed, angry, even ashamed. But it's not your fault. In today's story, you'll meet a woman named Tina. She thought she'd landed her dream remote job. It sounded legit. She was tired of applying to job after job and getting no response. So when this offer came, she felt lucky. She followed every instruction, paid a small clearance fee, even signed some documents. Then just like that, they were gone. No one replied. The website was down. The company didn't exist. She'd been scammed. But Tina isn't alone. Her story is just one of thousands happening around the world every single day. In this video, we'll walk through Tina's journey step by step. You'll see how the scammers gained her trust, the red flags she missed, what she should have done differently, and how you can protect yourself. We're not just telling Tina's story to scare you, we're telling it to empower you, to show you what real scams look like, not just in theory, but in real life. Because the more you know, the harder it becomes for these fraudsters to fool you. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot fake job ads, ask the right questions, verify company information, recognize common scam tactics, protect your personal data. It's tempting to chase fast results. We're human, we want stability, money, progress. But in the job world, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Trust takes time. So does finding the right opportunity. Your information and your money are too valuable to give away to strangers who won't even show their face. Let's begin the journey. So, if you've ever been ghosted by a job, or know someone who has, if you're applying for work and wondering, is this real? Then this video is for you. Get comfortable, stay sharp, and follow along as we tell you a true-to-life story about hope, deception, and lessons learned. This is Job Ghosting. Meet Tina. She's 28, a talented graphic designer from the Philippines. You could say she's creative, hardworking, and just like millions of others around the world trying to land a steady, remote job. After months of freelancing with little income, Tina was desperate for something more stable. Then one evening, While scrolling through a job board, she saw a remote design job with a popular tech company. Or so it seemed. The pay? Fantastic. The hours? Flexible. The role? Exactly what she'd been dreaming of. And the best part? No interview. Just a short test project and a quick onboarding. Tina felt lucky. Finally, something was working out. She received a welcome email from HR with an official-looking logo and a link to a company portal. Everything looked legit. They asked her to upload her CV, design samples, and a copy of her ID for HR processing. Then came a small request. To finalize your remote workstation, please send $150 to cover your equipment license and account setup. Tina hesitated, but just for a moment. This was a real company, right? And $150 for a job that paid $30 a month seemed fair. So she paid and waited. 1 day, 2, a week. No response. Emails bounced. The HR contact disappeared. The job post was gone. Tina had been ghosted, scammed. And what hurt most wasn't just the money, it was the trust she'd lost and the shame she felt. But Tina's story is not unique. It's happening every day, all over the world, to people just like you. So how did it happen? What did she miss? And what can you learn from it? Let's break it down. Let's rewind and look closer at how Tina got caught in this trap. The red flags were there, but like many victims, she missed them. First, the email address. Instead of a professional company domain, the recruiter's email was from a free service like Gmail or Yahoo. That's a classic sign. Legit companies almost always use official email addresses. Next, the poor grammar and spelling mistakes in the messages. They seem small at first, but real companies rarely send emails full of typos. That should have raised alarms. Then, the lack of a company website or online presence. Tina tried to Google the company, but nothing credible showed up. No LinkedIn page, no employee profiles, no reviews, just empty or fake pages. Real companies have a solid online footprint. And the biggest red flag, the quick job offer with no interview. Most jobs require at least one interview, sometimes 2 or more. Getting a perfect remote job without any real conversation is unusual, especially one promising high pay with flexible hours. But scammers count on these red flags being ignored because they know how to trick your mind. They use psychology to hook you fast. They create a sense of urgency, saying the position is limited or you must pay quickly to secure it. Nobody wants to miss out on a great opportunity. They flatter you, calling you talented or the perfect fit, making you feel special. It's a classic bait. They mimic legitimacy with fake company logos, websites, and documents. Tina's scam email had an official-looking signature and a link that looked real but led to a fake site designed just to steal your info or money. These scams aren't local problems, they happen worldwide. Scammers operate everywhere, from LinkedIn job listings to WhatsApp groups, even sliding into your Instagram DMs promising easy jobs. And it's not just remote jobs. Scammers target many industries, including cryptocurrency investments promising big returns for upfront payments, customer service roles asking for training fees, modeling jobs requesting portfolio fees or travel costs, writing and freelance gigs asking for upfront payments or personal info. The common thread? They want your money or personal information, often both. Tina's story is a perfect example of how scammers play on hopes and dreams, using slick tactics to appear trustworthy. But beneath the surface, it's a dangerous trap. The best defense? Knowing the signs, staying skeptical, and never sending money or personal documents without verifying who you're dealing with. Next, we'll explore practical tips to protect yourself and spot these scams before they catch you. Here's how to spot a job scam before it's too late. Spotting a job scam can save you time, money, and heartbreak. Here are some key signs to watch for. First, if there's no interview, be cautious. Legitimate companies almost always interview candidates, even for remote jobs. A quick job offer without any real conversation is a big red flag. Next, be very wary if they ask you to pay money up front. Whether it's for equipment, training, background checks, or account setup, it's a scam. Real employers don't ask for money from applicants. Pay attention to how they communicate. Poor grammar, spelling mistakes, and unprofessional emails or messages often signal a scam. Genuine companies take communication seriously. Do your homework, research the company. Look for a real website, verified social media profiles, and reviews. If you can't find any solid information or if their online presence looks fake, walk away. Finally, ask questions. A legitimate employer will answer clearly and respectfully. If they avoid your questions or respond with anger or pressure, it's time to stop engaging. Trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Protect yourself by staying alert and informed. Moral lesson, advice. If a job offer sounds too good to be true, it most likely is. Scammers know exactly how to prey on people's hopes and desperation. They promise high salaries, flexible hours, and easy work to lure you in quickly before you have time to think critically. Their goal is to rush you into decisions like sending money or sharing personal information before you realize something's wrong. Always slow down and verify everything carefully. Research the company thoroughly. Check if they have a real website, professional social media accounts, and genuine reviews from other people. Legitimate employers don't ask for upfront payments for equipment, training, or account setup. If they do, that's a major red flag. Getting tricked by a scam doesn't mean you're foolish. These scams are designed to fool even the smartest people. The important part is to learn from the experience and use that knowledge to protect yourself in the future. The more aware you are, the less likely you'll fall victim again. Job ghosting scams aren't just stories. They are real and spreading worldwide, impacting students, freelancers, and professionals alike. They can cause serious financial loss and emotional pain. Remember, real job opportunities feel safe and secure, not suspicious or rushed. Trust your instincts and don't ignore warning signs. If something feels off, it's okay to walk away and ask questions. If this story helped you spot warning signs of job scams, follow us for more practical, real-world tips. Subscribe for more simple, powerful stories that protect, empower, and prepare you for life's challenges. Stay smart, stay cautious, and always listen to your gut.